seen with Tornado Cash. You've talked about, you know, this idea of having privacy. Can you speak to that topic a bit with
Sure.
the
You have to
the
have it.
ecosystem that you.
You have to have privacy. You have to have it. First of all, it's a protected human right. So the Fourth Amendment to the United States Constitution states that there should be no unreasonable search and seizure. Well, why? Because the guys that wrote that were being unreasonably searched and seized, and they got tired of it. It sucked to just have anybody come in your house and search all your stuff all the time. It sucked. And then we had a digital right against that, or we had an analog right against that. So if you broke into someone else's mailbox and read their mail, that's a federal crime. Big no no. But now everybody reads your mail. ISP reads your mail, email provider reads your mail, admin at their network reads the mail. It's a joke. And so you lost your analog rights in the digital world. And that's not the only place that's happened. You also lost, so there was laws about utilities and you having to have access to utilities. And the telephone was a utility and it had to be affordable to access it. And so they broke up a monopoly. They broke up Ma Bell into little regional things and split it up so you could get better deals. But now our utilities are social media, but they haven't been broken up, even though they're more useful to us than the original utility the telephone was. And so now you are this close to getting banned at all times. This close. It could be random, it could be a bot. I've had my YouTube channel banned 4 times, I believe. Luckily, it keeps coming back, but maybe one day it won't. You know, my Instagram got banned, didn't come back. Now I got another one. Luckily, the other one was dead so long, I got the same name. But basically, if you want to live in a world where your rights are protected, you got to fight for it. And to fight for it politically makes sense. It's technology can't solve politics, unfortunately. You've got to do the hard work of winning hearts and minds. And there's a lot of stupid people out there. So you got to speak truth to stupid. That's it. It's that simple. And there's a lot of powerful people that have got evil ideas in their head that they think are the ones that should win, which is unfortunate. So you got to combat those guys too. It's this whole breed of people that thinks the right way to run the world is to remove other people's speech to them. It's like, didn't you go to school and learn about the Constitution? Why do you think free speech is a protected right? The First Amendment. The first. Why is it the first? Because without it, the other ones don't really matter much. And the freedom to transact underpins all that. Oh, you have freedom of speech only if you can afford an internet connection. Are you going to go to a rally or a demonstration? Only if you can afford a ticket. Oh, well, if you can't buy tickets because the CBDC doesn't allow your ticket purchase, so the freedom to transact underlies all other rights. And without the freedom to transact, you do not have any other rights. Like America, how much freedom can you afford? How good's your lawyer? So, justice is blind, except for the better lawyer usually wins, that kind of thing, right? So, with Tornado Cash, you cannot run an effective business without privacy. You can't have your customers knowing what you're paying your suppliers. You can't have one supplier know what you're paying another supplier. You can't have a list of all your customers public. You can't have a list of all your employees public. Your employees can't know what other employees are getting paid. You need anonymity in capitalism, period. You need privacy as a human being to function, period. I'm not the inventor of this idea. These ideas have been around for a very long time, and that's why it's illegal to get binoculars and peep in other people's windows. That's why it's illegal to break into people's houses and read all their documents or steal their trade secrets. Or, there's a long list of the courts deciding that your privacy is special. So, and then what happens? Well, the government decides to just make it harder for everybody. So they hurt everybody. So to try and stop one criminal, they hurt everybody. Well, why are you trying to stop the criminal? To prevent them from doing harm. So you do harm instead of them? Doesn't make sense. It's like killing the patient to stop the disease. Congrats, you stopped the disease, but you killed the patient. The idea of stopping the disease was to help the patient have a higher quality of life. The idea of stopping financial criminals is to help everyone else that's honest go about their business and live a better life. And so there needs to be anonymity for capitalism on the blockchain. And it's not okay that whenever you pay someone, they see a history of everyone you've ever done business with, how much money you make, when you make it, who, like, that's not okay. It's not even in the realm of okay. But the governments are out of date on it. They don't understand how important it is, probably because they've never run a business on the blockchain before. Maybe once some legislators have actually operated a business on the blockchain, they'll understand how important privacy is.